Okay, so tell everybody your name and where you're graduating from.
I'm Emily O'Kelly, and I'm graduating from Marshall Bible School. So,
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your family, your siblings, your parents.
they've pretty much grown up here as long as I've known. I mean, I know my grandparents went to church over towards Lexington for well, my grandmother did. That's where she grew up. But granddaddy grew up around this area, and so I've just always been here, and they've encouraged me and kept me here. So that's
Okay, so what are some of your favorite memories from your childhood?
um
More specifically about your family.
uh I would say more of like the things like we got to do together, like the special like things. I don't know. You know, other people do things with their family, but you don't really think about it until like later, and then you're like, well, that was a fun thing. So
Yeah, that's some fun memories with your families, and like you said, you don't just in the moment. A lot of times you don't think about it.
yeah.
I mean, you're having fun and it's great, but
hmm
you look back and you're like, wow, that was pretty fun times. All right, so tell us about yourself. Some things you're involved in, your hobbies, sports, anything you're involved in at school.
Well, when I was at school, I played volleyball, basketball, and softball, so that kept me busy for sure. I guess since I'll continue to race, I guess that's been one thing that was like it's gonna be like a constant. I feel so. I think that'll be helpful because I won't just not have anything. I feel like going from a three-sport athlete was like a big, especially during this time, it was just a big like weird change, and so when I was ready for it. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. So
Yeah, so racing is something you'll continue to do. Sports, not necessarily on, I guess, a competitive level. Maybe
mm.
for fun, but
yeah, maybe for
yeah,
fun.
yeah, of course. Um, so about schools, you said you're in sports. What are some other things you were involved in school?
I was a part of the Daughters of the King, which is like we would have a little sister and get them gifts, and they wouldn't know who we were until at the end. So I was a part of that, and I was in the honor society. So I just kind of went
That's
with
pretty
it. So
good accomplishments. So what were some of your favorite memories from school? I mean, elementary, middle, high school, any of those levels? Maybe some teachers you
yeah.
can think of that influenced you the most or you remember the most?
I would say like the event that was like the highlight of my school years at Marcel was probably Pumpkin Day, and we were all hoping that they would bring it back, but they never did. So that was one thing that our senior class was like, bring it back, but it never happened. So I've had a bunch of great teachers, and I was actually allowed to. Well, we went to go visit family in Texas a while back, and I actually got to visit my third grade teacher who left the year after I left her class, and we went to her church in Texas, and we actually went to their house and ate lunch. So
That's
yeah,
pretty cool. Able to see someone that saw you when you were a kid
yeah,
and then see where they've gone now.
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I never got to experience Pumpkin Day myself either. So, but maybe that'll happen at a later date, and maybe you have your own kids one day.
Yeah,
You can
hopefully.
take them to it, maybe. Okay, so tell us a little bit about. Let's shift gears a little about your church family here at Woodlawn. How much have they meant to you over the years?
They've been a huge like rock in my not only like my life, but like especially my spiritual life. Being here all my life, it's like it's not just my church; it's my family. And so I feel like knowing everyone like I do, I feel like that is something that like means a lot to me. Like you can't replace that.
Mm-hmm.
So
The church family is very important, and you said you differentiated between church and then it's actually your family. It's a big deal. That shows how much all these people have meant to you. So, what are some of your favorite memories from your time here at Woodlawn?
I would have to say the mission trips in Mobile were fantastic. I hated that we had to stop going, which it was just hard after Chuck passed away. It was hard to figure out how to get everything, and they were struggling to keep it going, and it was just a lot. And he was big down there, and he did a lot, and so that was hard not getting to go. But I would love to go back and just visit them because they're fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like losing someone like that big, did it hurt? Like whenever you said
It didn't seem real. It just seemed like they told us, and I was like, seriously? Like, I was like, what? Are you like? I didn't know what to say. It just
like
didn't
when
seem
Chuck
real.
died, you're saying?
Yeah.
And then, did they end it completely?
We went 1 or 2 more years, and we worked with some of like the elders and people at the church that he just kind of took over, but it just got really hard, and we just never went back.
So, where are you going to go to college at?
I'm going to be attending UNA. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I just figured why not stay close to home until I figure it out. So
So you won't be leaving Woodlawn necessarily?
no, I'll still be around.
Yeah,
So
well, that's good. Good to have you still here. So, what career have you thought about going into?
I've considered like early childhood education for like preschool, but I've thought about doing other things like at one point I thought about like physical therapy. I'm just kind of all over the place, honestly. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
So,
I mean, a lot of that's you're helping people. You're helping maybe younger
Mhm.
kids or helping people that are rehabilitating from from surgeries or something like that. So,
yes.
so how do you think, both of those are helping people in some way,
Mhm.
helping young ones or older ones. How do you think that you can better the kingdom through those careers?
Obviously, you have to just be a huge light and a great example. I mean, through everything you do, and I mean, especially when you're helping people, that's just got to be you all the time. So.
So, do you think you'll get married one day, or you think you'll stay single?
Hopefully I'll get married. That would be nice, but.
Yeah.
But.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know how soon it'll happen, how late it'll happen.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you might want to say, maybe to the church here or anybody specifically?
I just want to thank everybody for all the support, and I don't know. It's been a great time, and I'm so glad that I get to stay here throughout college, and can't wait to see what it comes next. So.
Well, I know everybody at Woodlawn appreciates you, and even the short time I've been here, they really do appreciate you and your family and all that they do for others. So, but thank you so much for sharing a little bit about yourself and
No problem.
and what you're going to be doing here in the future. And we're glad, happy. Of course, some may not stay, but you are, and that's fine. Fine if you go to somewhere else, but we're happy that you're staying here as well. But,
Thank you.
thank you so much.